Generation of computers. The term computer generation is used to distinguish the different hardware technology and the component used to build the computer. There are 5 generations of computers. They are first generation 1942 to 1955, second generation 1955 to 1964, third generation 1964 to 1975, fourth generation 1975 to 1989, fifth generation 1989 to present. A first generation 1942 to 1955. In first generation, vacuum tubes were used as the basic components. A vacuum tube is made up of glass, therefore it is fragile, easily broken. The vacuum tubes are bigger in size and consume high electricity. Every vacuum tube consumed about half of a watt of electricity. The vacuum tube radiates much of the electric energy as heat, therefore extra cooling arrangements were made for cooling. It had a shorter life period, therefore the first generation computers were not much reliable. The main characteristics are relied on vacuum tube for operation. High size, enough weight is more than 18 tons on occupied 15,000 square feet. Required heavy electricity, not reliable, used by specialists. Programming was very difficult, high cost, mainly used by scientists and defense purpose. Machine codes were used to program. Example: ENISC, EDBSC, EDSSC, Univac and IBM. Second generation 1955 to 1964. In 1947, three scientists William Shockley, John Bardeen and Walter Brattain invented a new switching device known as transistor in Bell Lab. For this, they got Nobel Prize in 1956. Like vacuum tube, transistor can be used as a switch or amplifier. It has many advantages over vacuum tubes. These are very small in size, made up of semiconductor material, highly reliable as there is no filament, consume less power, less heat emitted, works faster than vacuum tube, long life, low cost and easy manufacturing. Due to small size of transistor, the size of second generation computer reduced. Some second generation computers are IBM 7094, CTC 3600, IB 700, Univac 1108, etc. The characteristic feature are smaller size, transistor are used as switching device, work faster, 10 times faster than first generation computer, less electricity consumption, more reliable, generates less heat. High level programming language are used: Fortran, COBOL, ALGOL, etc. used for commercial purpose. Third generation 1964 to 1975. During this period, scientists proved that the physical size of the transistor has no bearing of its ability to work as a switching device. This led to the reduction of size of transistor, the ability of semiconductor to act as conductor as insulator, forced to putting the switching device and the circuit in one silicon chip. This led to the idea of integrated circuit IC. ICs as circuits consist of several electronic components like transistors, resistor and capacitor grown on a single chip of silicon, eliminating wide interconnection between components. The IC was invented in 1958 by Jack Kilby. The third generation computers were built using ICs. The ICs are very rugged, small in size, reliable and work faster compared to transistor. During this period, a lot of development also took place in software. User-friendly OS were developed for smooth operation of computer. Time-sharing OS, Fortran, COBOL, etc. were popular software and programming language. The IBM 360 is the very popular third generation computer. The characteristic feature of this third generation computer are ICs are the basic construction block. ICs increase the processing power of PC, reduce the size of computers, consume less power and emitting less heat, more reliable and faster than second generation computer, low maintenance cost. Fourth generation 1975 to 1989. The success of IC led to put more and more components in the IC depending on the number of components in the IC, and the ICs are termed as SSI. contains few transistors in a chip. MSI contains hundreds of transistors in a chip. LSI contains 1000 of transistors in a chip. VLSI contains about 1 million in a chip. This process led to a dramatic development, that is creation of microprocessor. A microprocessor contains all circuit needed to perform arithmetic, logic and control functions, the core activities of all computers on a single chip. It became possible to build a complete computer with a microprocessor, which started a new social revolution, PC revolution. The fourth generation computers became personal computers. The microprocessor Intel 4004 was developed in 1971. Now we have more powerful processor of Intel i7. Considering the computing power, the OS become more friendly and powerful. The GUI OS make the computer user friendly. The use of computer mouse communication methods LAN 1 were used in this fourth generation. Most of the computers we see today are the fourth generation computers. The basic characteristic feature of this generation computers are use of microprocessor, reduced size to desktop. Microprocessor consume less power, generates less heat, communicate with wide range of different input-output device, very reliable, minimum maintenance, use of VLSI technology, new HW can be added, high speed. Fifth generation. The process of reducing the size of computer continued. Scientists designed small but extremely powerful microprocessor. This processor could communicate with high-speed input-output device. For this, ULSI is required. The ULSI is considered a fifth generation technology, and ULSI chip contains more than 10 million electronic components. It reduces the size and increasing the working power. The fifth generation computers are mainly future computer. The aim of this computer is to understand and respond to natural language and capable of self-learning and self-organization. The power of this computer resulted in faster and reliable network. It can be effectively used in many areas like multimedia, many areas in new and innovative manner as mobile commerce, virtual classroom, wireless internet, etc. The fifth generation technology is not only used in PC but also used in super and mainframe computers. So the fifth generation mainframe and supercomputers are smaller in size but much more powerful. The fifth generating computers are made to have artificial intelligence, parallel processing, voice recognition, reorganization, use of superconductors, quantum computing, molecular and nanotechnology. The basic characteristics are used very small and powerful microprocessor along with other chips designed in ULSI, smaller in size, consumed less power, more powerful and reliable than fourth generation computers, low rate of failure and low maintenance, very user friendly, powerful multimedia processor, each of access to internet and www.